Hello everyone, myself Pradeep Gaur. Today we are going to start your next topic of the cell chapter, that is nucleus. You know very well, nucleus is present in the central part of the cell, in the animal cell. In the plant cell there are large vacuoles, that's why nucleus goes to the peripheral region. Assume that the whole board is a cell. You have to assume that whole board is a cell. If the cell is a plant cell, then nucleus we have to draw in a peripheral region, means we have to draw nucleus in any edges or in any margin of the cell. If that cell is an animal cell, then we have to draw that nucleus in the central part of that board. It means that in animal cells nucleus is situated in the center of the cell. In plant it is situated in the peripheral region, that is nucleus. Nucleus, you know, it is not a cell organelle. ये cell organelle नहीं होता है. It is the part of cell which is responsible for the control and direction of the cell. Means we can say that nucleus is just like our brain. In our body, brain is controlling each and every activity of our body. Like that, in the cell, nucleus is able to control all the activities of cell. Whatever the metabolic activity is going to be performed in the cell, these activities are controlled by the nucleus. So nucleus is the very important cell organelle. Let us start the structure of nucleus. Nucleus, you know very well, nucleus having a double membrane part. Double membrane nucleus, the outermost membrane of the nucleus is known as outer nuclear membrane. Next, that there is also a second membrane which is called as inner nuclear membrane. When we go inside the cell, you know very well, there is a liquid fluid which is present in the cell called as cytoplasm. Like that, in the nucleus there is also a liquid, and that liquid is called as nucleoplasm. That liquid is which is surrounding within the enclosed envelope of nuclear membrane, that nucleus, that liquid is called as nucleoplasm. In nucleoplasm there is a structure which is darkly stained. Whenever you have to seen by the electron microscope, that structure is called as nucleolus, which is also called as protein factory. Means nucleolus is responsible for the formation of ribosomes, that's why it is called as protein factory. Within that you have to see like thread-like structures. These thread-like structures in the nucleus is called as chromatin thread, or also we can call as chromatin network. These chromatin network, in the earlier stage or after the chromatin formation, there is a condensation of chromatin threads by which they have to form the chromosomes. Chromosomes are what? Chromosomes are the basis of genetic material, means they are responsible for the transfer of character from parents to offspring. They are called as chromosome. In chromosome, they envelop the DNA, which is genetic material, which is main genetic material of eukaryotic cell, deoxyribonucleic acid, by which the characters are transferred from parents to their offspring. When we are going to strand that chromatin thread, then in some place they are darkly strand. You have seen there dark strand region, and that dark strand region in the nucleolus, in the nucleoplasm is called as heterochromatin. It is darkly strand. In the less strand region, means light strand region in the nucleoplasm, that thread are called as light strand region, and their name is euchromatin. After the condensation, they have to form the chromosomes. Besides that, you have to see the small pores in the membrane of nucleus. This small pore-like structure in the nucleus is called as nuclear pore. What is the function of nuclear pore? Nuclear pores are responsible for the transportation of the material inside the cytoplasm and from cytoplasm to the nucleoplasm, by which all the metabolic activities continues to be performed. That is called as nuclear pore. Next, we have to see the functions of the nucleus. The first function of nucleus is beta control and director of cell. It is also known as brain of cell. Means it is responsible for the control and coordinate all the activities which are going to be run in the cell. That's why it is called as brain of cell. Second function is that beta, it controls all the metabolic activities in the sense that all the things which are going on in the cell, means digestion, excretion, respiration, all these activities are commonly called as metabolic activities. We can say that metabolic activities are the combination of anabolic activities and catabolic activities. Catabolic means all the activities of breakdown, means substance are breakdown into a smaller molecule, that are called as catabolic activities. And anabolic means formation reactions, whatever the reaction going on, there are something is to be formed, that is called as anabolic activities. And combinedly we can say that metabolic activities are the combination of anabolic and catabolic activities. The third thing is that you have to see the thread like structure. I already told you that is called as chromatin thread, which are responsible for the hereditary characters. It is also responsible for the genetic character, means transmission of genetic character. Transmission of genetic character means, genetic means characters which are transferred from parents to offspring. These characters are called as genetic character. It helps in the cell division. Nucleus helps in the cell division, means due to the nucleus, cell division is occur. From one cell, parent cell, daughter cells are formed. That is called as cell division. Means from one cell another cell is formed, then after another cell is formed. That is called as cell division. That is called as reproduction. Another is growth of cell, development of cell. The main function of nucleus is growth and development of cell. It means that it can perform all the activities of cell, by which there is a growth of cell, there is a development of cell takes place. Another thing is that you know that chromatin thread are condensed to form the chromosome, which are rod shaped structure, means rod like structure, and that rod like structures having a DNA. Inside that chromosome there are having a DNA, and that DNA is what? Deoxyribonucleic acid, which is the main genetic material. That DNA, the part of DNA, or we can say that the segment of that DNA is called as gene, which is responsible for the particular character to be transferred from parents to offspring. Gene is what? Gene is the segment of DNA having a particular characters, means it is the functional structure of DNA. Many parts in the DNA are non-functional. The functional part of DNA is called as gene, which is responsible for the particular characters, and these characters are transferred from parents to offspring. In prokaryotes, the nucleus is not well developed, means nucleus is developed but that membrane is not present. That's why nucleoplasm and cytoplasm mix together to form protoplasm, and nucleus is now in prokaryotes called as nucleoid. What we can call it is called as nucleoids. Okay beta, if you are having any question related to that topic, then you have to ask. Any question beta?
So what is genetic character?
What is genetic character? Genetic character is the transfer of character from parents to offspring. Means that whatever the characters which are present in the parents, all these characters are transferred to their child. You know very well that we are resemble with our father or with our mother, because half chromosomes are come from father and half chromosomes are come from mother. That is called as genetic character. Any other question beta? Okay, thank you. If you like that video, then please subscribe it and also like it.
Comment.
Thank you. And also comment it. Whatever you are having queries, you may ask. Thank you.